we're back. I'm back, yes. For how long? I don't know, we're gonna find out. But today we're just doing a quick deck profile of Royal Paladins with the new standard format, now that Monarch and the others have dropped with the new set, BTO3, the Miyagi Academy. I think the deck has upgraded a lot since then. Not by much, we got a couple tech hints, but it has vastly changed how the deck functions, how the deck works, and how it competes with current metas. And I feel like Royals are in a good spot right now. We do have another extra booster coming out that's going to have all the new blaster support and assigning more blasters, so I'm looking forward to that. But here is the deck profile as of Miyagi Academy. Just want to do a quick little shout out, not shout out, but more of a just where I've been. I had to take a quick hiatus. I just wasn't feeling YouTube. A lot of things were happening in my life, and I just wasn't comfortable. I wasn't feeling the flow of YouTube anymore. I was making all these Let's Plays and stuff, and I wanted to vlog, but I just didn't have the momentum. So I took a break, and since I've been playing Royals, since I updated, I thought, you know what? I haven't shown off this deck since the last standard deck profile. I thought, let's show it off now. What's a better way? And also talk about the future of Vanguard, because I know in the last deck profile, or last update, I said the Messiahs were dead, but I'm wrong. As long as you guys don't know, Messiahs are coming back in the next extra booster 06, the Hero Evolution. I am so excited. But anyways, let's just stop talking about that. You know, we'll talk another day. You guys have questions, I'll answer them. I'll make another Q&A or something. But in the meantime, let's go ahead and go to this deck profile, shall we? Like I said, some things have changed. Obviously, since my deck profile back in BTO1, now we're in BTO3. Let's show off those changes. So obviously, our starter is Glime. Glime, this is your standard grade 0. When rolled upon, draw a card. For triggers, pretty simple. We're doing 8 crit. Then we got 4 draw, 4 heal. Oops, dropping cards. You said 4 draw and a 4 heal. I was trying to 6/6, but I feel like this is just a little bit better for the deck, as you just want to rush. You just want to just put out the damage as possible, as fast as possible. Especially against like stuff like Angel Feather, where they can just keep healing out. You want to, I feel like 8 crit 4 draw in the current format against big decks like Genesis, Neo Nectar, stuff like that. You just want to hit them as fast as possible, as soon as possible. The 6/6 still works if you want to do 6/6 route. I'm not going to bash you on it. I tried it, but I like this one. Grade 1s for Alan. Alan is just the same old, you know, when he's placed from hand, counterblast. Call a card from your hand, he gets +3 and you draw. So kind of neat. It just helps keep the momentum going, fill up your hand, or not even fill up your hand, but at least keep your hand up while you're calling units. It's a counterblast, but you know, it's still kind of just, it's nice to have. Then we're going to our new grade 1s. For Knight of Friendship K. K is when he's placed from hand, counterblast 1, search your deck for up to 1 Knight of Loyalty Bedivere, call it the rear, shuffle your deck. And then if you boost the Bedivere, he gets +3. So, really great. Again, helps just fill the field real fast, which the deck is really all about. It really makes nice numbers. I mean, him and Bedivere, as you see later, will make 24K by themselves, 34 force markers, and it's just a really powerful column. And now we have 3 Pongal. I'm still using Pongal. I actually was testing out a Monarch build without this, but I did go back to Akane Pongal just because I like having this rush. It's turn 2 rush where you can just call full field for almost, you know, just for 1 or 2 counterblast, getting your field, and plus it's good against control decks. Like, you know, if I get Shadow Paladin and keep retiring your field, and just, you know, you can just keep refueling for almost no cost. Plus it's nice if you can get this off early. If you soul charge an Alfred, or if you need that Blast Away still, Pongal kind of helps it like that. If that way you can first ride Monarch and get that crit. And run up the grade 2s, or grand 1s, I'm sorry. 2 Wingull. Wingull is just nice because he just gives a 5k boost to Blaster Blade in any column, so Vanguard or Rearguard for Blaster Blade. So it's great for the Escapade, it's great for later on because behind a force marker, or when you use Monarch, Blaster Blade by himself during your turn is a 25k beater, and that's really good. So grade 2, speaking of, the core unit of the deck, Blaster Blade. He's just sadly has to run. His skill isn't really used as much, just because, you know, I'm trying to save Counterblast. Unless I'm trying to get rid of annoying cards like in Great Nature or something, trying to get rid of useful units. I use that skill, but other than that, he's just in the deck for the name and for the abilities of Monarch. But needs to be at 4. And we got the new Oh, so nice to see him again. Another loyalty Bedivere. Bedivere's, when he's placed from hand, you can call Knight of Friendship K from a hand, and if you do, you draw. So it's really good because essentially you're not really plussing. You're keeping your hand up, but I like that way better. And then what you can do is just from hand call Bedivere, skill call K, draw, and then you can counterblast K to call another Bedivere. So essentially you're just filling up the field while keeping your hand up, which is really good. And then again, if he's boosted by K, he gets +3. So that makes that 24, like I mentioned earlier. And then rounding up the grade 4 twos for Akane. Again, Akane's just there, call Pongal, get the field up real quickly. She hits for 21. Not magic numbers, but it works for the most part. And it's just that. I mean, a lot of people don't like to run her. I didn't like running her again. I thought I'd be taking her out, but it's kind of nice to have just some extra support. All right, grade 3 times. So the core, 3 King of Knights Alfred. Just your standard when act once per turn, kind of +1, call blast with +5, and then he's a 10k, and he gets a 10k buff. But he's kind of needed because this is one ride first in Monarch, just because Monarch has an unplay skill. We don't want to use as much because this gets you to Blaster Blade on the field. So if you didn't ride Blaster Blade, you can still get Blaster Blade, which helps set up Monarch, because then you get intercept with him or force your opponent to retire Blaster Blade. But this card is essentially your first ride, just to set up the field and get the deck going. And then the new bad boy, the new boss of this deck, 3 Monarch Sanctuary Alfred. Monarch Sanctuary skill. First one continues. All your Blaster Blade on rear guard and guardian gets attack +10, shield +5. So during your turn, during your opponent's turn, Blaster Blade is a constant 20k, and then he's a 10k guard, which is really, really nice. And again, you're okay with sacking because his on-play skill is when it plays kind of +1, soul +1, return a Blaster Blade from your drop zone from hand. That's on the turn, he gets +15. If you have a card with Alfred's card name in your soul, +1 crit. So that's why it's okay if you want to ditch your Blaster Blades for guard, because essentially the next turn you just run another Monarch, you get that Blaster Blade back. So essentially the Blaster Blade, the problem before where Blaster Blade was just getting targeted or you never saw him, is now fixed thanks to Monarch. Monarch fixes that problem. It also fixes the escalate problem, where if you didn't ride Blaster Blade, you don't have them ready yet, you can just use Monarch skill, grab from the drop zone, keep them in your hand just for that turn. And I keep mentioning Escapade. What's going on? That's right. My boy, he is back in standard. My goodness, is he so good. He is what Royals needed, and he's just far superior than the old version that I used to run back in the day when I used to love Escapade. And I still love Escapade, as you can tell by those sleeves. But Escapade the Blaster. Unplaced, counter +1, choose one card in your soul, return, put all the others from your soul into the drop zone. So when he attacks all units. So same skill as before, except it's a lot more cost efficient. It's only counter +1, only counter +3. You can actually call him the rear guard, unlike the other Escapade. But other skills, at the end of battle, then he attacked, put 2 cards from your hand into the soul, retire this unit, ride a blast away from your soul as stand. If you do not ride, you lose. So again, it's just really great because before you would just retire Escapade, go back to Blast Blade as rest, which back in the day kind of helped against like Legion or Strides because you pretty much deny your opponent from striding or going to Legion the next turn. But now the rules change; it isn't really cost effective. But what's really good is since Blast Blade gets that crit on Vanguard, if you have 4 rear guards, essentially you're getting 3 drive checks with your Vanguard. One of them has a guaranteed crit, and that's also why Wingle's good, because essentially when you ride him, you want to put that force mark on Vanguard. So Escapade's 24 by himself, you don't boost, then you ride Blaster Blade, you boost with Wingle, he's a 33 crit 2, which is really powerful, and your opponent's just gonna drop their entire hand to guard this because you're so good at 2 rear guard attacks, and they lost their field. So now they had to commit to another field, and now also try to survive. So Escapade really does a lot of damage, especially against Excel decks. So Escapade is really needed. And what's good about his skill is that if you don't ride Blaster Blade, his skill about putting 2 cards soul, you can put the Blaster Blade from your hand into the soul and still ride. So it's really good because then you kind of trick your opponent. Normally, they're going to think you have Blaster Blade anyways if you're attacking, but there could be that chance where you just swing, hopefully they take the damage for a game, and maybe you dry check the Blaster Blade. It's really iffy because if you don't ride Blaster Blade, you just auto lose, literally, because as the card says. But he's great. I wish I had the SVRs, but they're expensive. But yeah, so that's the deck profile, guys. Let me know your thoughts down in the comment section below. How do you guys play Royals? What do you guys feel about this deck? Let me know. I'll be back with many good videos. Stay tuned. I'm going to try my best to keep up the flow, but we're going to see. Anyways, guys, thanks for watching. Hit the subscribe button to see more of my videos. Like and post a comment. Thought the video was awesome town. Follow me on Twitter and Twitch. This is Jersey Joe, and signing.